Hey, it's your girl Angela,
It's your guy Mike D.
and we are the Uncomfortable Truths podcast, presented by NSN, live from Brown Sugar Water Studios.
We created this podcast to have unfiltered, unapologetic, and authentic conversations through the lens of a Black millennial couple.
We'll be sharing stories about everyday life while also providing insights. So kick back, grab your drink, and let's get into the uncomfortable truth.
We are family. Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Mike D, and I'm here with my baby, and we got a great episode for you. Sit back, relax, go ahead, get you a drink, do whatever you need to do before we get into the show. But as always, we check in with each other's energy. Let me check in with the star of the show, Angie. What's up, baby?
We are co-stars.
Hey, appreciate that.
My energy is good. How are you?
I'm well. I am well. Had a good run today. Had some good food. I cooked some barbecue chicken yesterday, so that was good for my lunch. And I'm feeling fantastic. It's Thursday, and I'm ready to pop. So what's on your mind?
I feel like something just dinged.
Yeah, it's my work laptop.
Mm-mm.
I don't know if the people heard. I'm still working.
Oh, no, don't say that.
Never mind.
He's lying, y'all.
I'm off.
Good Lord. Anyway, what was your question? Where's Lily?
No, I said, what's on your mind?
Where's the dog? That's what's on my mind.
Oh, she's right here. She was next to me.
Good.
It's like the third episode in a row that she's been next to me.
We should start keeping, tally.
Well, it's that TikTok that, one person run one way, the other person run another way, and see, who the kids follow. And you talked about doing that with Lita. This could be like that. For every episode, we just mark, all right, this episode, she next to me. And this episode, she's next to you. And see, after maybe what? How many episodes? You wanna test this theory out? 10 episodes?
You still owe me Oreos for winning the Clubhouse follower.
I forgot about that.
Stuff. So don't even start.
Clubhouse is dead.
No, it's not. It's
except for writers.
I'm about to say.
And reparations. That's it. I think all the culture. I don't know. I haven't been on there in months, so I guess you would know more. Yes, I still owe you. Okay, so Lita is on your mind. She's right next to me. I know you were worried about her yesterday because she wasn't feeling well. No, your mommy instincts kicked in. How is she doing today?
She's eating, so she's good. She wasn't eating yesterday, so now we're good.
All right, perfect. All right, cool. Well, let's get into the topic then. I started off singing "We Are Family," and people probably was wondering what the hell is going on. Let the people know what we are talking about.
Today we are talking about meeting extended family members.
And why are we talking about that?
Because Mike came to my family's picnic with me.
Okay.
And you met the family, and they liked you.
All right, well, we're gonna hold off on that before we start making judgments about whether they like me or not.
They definitely liked you.
Okay. Well, we see at the end of this episode. So let's talk about it. You had your family picnic. Y'all have it annually around the 4th of July time?
On Belle Isle.
All right, yep. And we were going to go last year. So for the people out there that are saying oh my God, y'all been together 3 years. You just now meet her extended family. It's I was supposed to go last year, but the pandemic shut down the barbecue. So that's why we went this year, and it went well. So let's talk about the beginning. We knew where we were going, and I had to run some errands beforehand. And it was Saturday, and I have this thing where on Saturday sometimes I get dressed up. Not full suit, but I might throw on a nice shirt, nice pair of pants, and some shoes, and go out and do my errands. Just to know, you get treated differently when you are dressed better, versus if I go out in some sneakers, some shorts, hoodie, a hat, or whatever the case may be. I get treated differently. So I decided to wear that out. When we got back and it was time for the picnic, I had that on. But I was like, do I want to wear this to meet your family? Give a little background. You talk to me about your fam and some of your cousins, some of your male cousins, primarily. Just how some of them they move and give it up. And I was asking, should I come dressed like this, or should not, what do I want to call it? Hood it up some? Should I, you right? Should I wear,
Should you put some buffalo sauce on it?
yeah, right. Just dress how I would dress if I'm back in Buffalo, right? Either a crew neck or a t-shirt, some jeans, a pair of J's, Yeezys, whatever case may be, and like fitted or not fitted. I don't wear fitteds anymore. A dad hat or even a bandana, right?
So materialistic,
right? I'm like, how should I look like I'm going for an interview, or should I look like I'm about to go, kick it? And you weren't much help, if I must say. Because you were like, no, just do whatever you feel. I'm like, babe, but this is your fam. You know how they are. I don't.
I don't know how they are with strangers.
Well, I know, but you just know how they are. That's what I'm saying. You just know how they are. And I was telling you, my family a little different. But one of my cousins, he brought her, I think, fiance at the time. And my older cousins was just tearing him up. The way he was dressed, calling him like kind of corny, always making fun of him. And like they never really came back around unless it was like funerals and stuff. And that's rarely even that. And I didn't want that to happen because I know myself that if they start ribbing on me, either I was going to rib back. Like I wasn't going to sit there and take it. So I was trying to avoid confrontation as well. I also want people to like me. So I wanted to dress the part and look the part. And I was going through my closet, just nervously going through my closet. That it delayed us maybe 15 minutes, 20 minutes before we left. Until I finally decided on wearing what I had out, the shirt, the pants, the shoes. And I did dress it down with a dad hat, but it was a polo dad hat.
Well, I said you should just wear what you have on because you look nice.
I did look nice. And I think it worked. Do you think it worked out? You think I made the right decision?
Yes, and I enjoyed looking at you.
Well, you enjoy when I dress the other way too, though.
I prefer when you dress up, though.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that. That makes sense. Yep. And it's funny because I had what do I want to call it? A win that I didn't even think about when I was getting dressed, right? I was getting dressed worrying about what your male cousins would think. I never thought about the aunties there. Ooh, boy, did the aunties love me.
And my cousins.
Yep.
Female cousins.
Yeah, like but even the older gentlemen there also respected me as well because I came looking presentable. He was like, you're not one of these hip hoppy pants sagging, looking like you got diaper full of shit, and just like just going like he was like, you look like you're a man. And she's like, yeah, I got me a nice young man. And he said, no, you got you a man. Now, I don't know how some of the younger people felt about me, but to the older people of the family, I was a huge hit.
Yeah, they really liked you.
All right. So I guess, do you think, for our listeners out there that's listening that has significant others, who will meet each other's family, how should they dress? You think you should dress it up a little bit more when you meet somebody's family?
Yeah, if you're serious. If you're not serious, then it doesn't matter.
If we just like, all right, whatever, I pull up with you, just throw some shorts and a shirt.
If it's not serious, then this man don't even matter. But if it's someone who's gonna be around for years, then
make
you
a
should
good first
definitely
impression.
Dress up. Yeah.
All right, I agree.
Let's be coordinated. Brush your hair, make sure.
Brush your teeth.
Brush your teeth. Make sure your face is clean.
Yeah. Okay. So, I finally got dressed. We hopped in the car and we went. And then we got there. So let the people know a little bit about the picnic.
So I want to say the picnic's been happening since the 1930s.
Wow. Solid, y'all.
And it started with my great-grandparents on my mom's side. And they have 14 kids. And
yeah, they used to get busy back in the day.
All right. And their descendants. I'm a descendant. We all meet on Belle Isle. And out of the 14 kids, there's like 7 different names or 7 or 8 different last names, and I'm under the James clan.
Okay, so I'm assuming 7 different girls then. 7 boys, 7 women. Like seven uncles, 7 aunts over there.
Wait, hold on. Maybe get my math wrong. Mama, let me know, and I'm gonna put it in the corrections. I want to say yeah, 14 kids, and yeah.
Okay. Wow.
So we all meet at Belle, and yeah. So you saw a mix of the Alexanders, the Dawsons, the James, which is me. You know, just all the different last names, all different clans, I call it. And we were just chilling on Belle at the shed. And we walked up, and I like started meeting my cousins again, saying hi to them. I haven't seen them since before the pandemic, so it just felt good to see everybody. And Michael was right there, a little few inches behind me, just carrying our folding chairs. We're just walking around, making our rounds, right. And yeah, I will have you introduce yourself, and yeah.
Yeah, we were a nice team as always, you know. Made sure nice firm handshake, you know, hugs. If people want to hug, there were some huggers out there. I had a great time. I'm glad you had fun too, because you haven't been in a couple of years, you said?
I can't remember.
Yeah, so it's been that long where you can't remember how long you've been. And when we went, you was like, I haven't been there in a while, and your mom didn't go. It was just you and I. And we went there, and it was a huge success. Everybody showed love. Everybody was happy to see us. People, they knew me just from Facebook or Instagram and stuff. So they were like, "Yeah, we know you." And like, I don't know anyone. So that was a little, weird.
That's how I was meeting your cousins and stuff.
Yeah, because you always like to point out we got 50 mutual friends.
We have 51 mutual friends.
51. Oh, 51 now. Okay, so I'm glad you had fun. Yeah, for me, I had a lot of fun. I enjoy any time I see you having fun, especially after the pandemic, because we didn't do much. Well, I did a little bit. You didn't do anything really. So anytime I see you having fun, it makes me happy. Like, yeah, it's about time, because it's been a long overdue. And just to see you interact with your extended family, because you don't do that often. And that was nice to see you just having conversation, kicking it, talking, exchanging numbers, and it was a great time for me.
Yeah, I got to hold a baby. That was awesome.
Right, you got to hold babies. I threw a football.
Cousin. Yeah, you threw a football with one of my cousins that I don't know.
Yeah, my shoulder. I think it was AJ or DJ or something. My arm was killing me. Yeah. My back was. I'm old now, y'all. I ain't got it no more.
Next year, I'm definitely wearing a shirt that says, "Hi, I'm your cousin Angie. This is my mom. This is my grandma." So that way, I can just get past the awkwardness of the not knowing the names.
I think name tags is a great idea.
Yeah. Or just a shirt.
Or just saying something to say like, okay, I'm Angie. Just remember what everybody's name is, how we are related.
Like, I see you once a year.
Yeah, like, right, exactly. What's going on? Like, put the updates on the back. Hey, I did this. I graduated school. I didn't got married.
Oh, that's too much.
Hey, let's get back. Let's get past all the pleasantries and get right to having fun.
Yeah, I think we got some plans for how we want to do it better next year. Like, next year we want to grill. We want to bring some food. And definitely bring some bug spray.
Oh my God, those bugs were crazy. I never seen anything like that.
But I think that even if you were nervous, like, you didn't show it. And you did fine just standing there and talking very minimally.
Well, like we always say on the podcast, you are the friendly one. I'm nice, but you're friendly. And I'm talking to a couple people here and there. Had a 45-minute conversation with your one cousin. But yeah, I'm not you by any stretch of the you talk more than me at my family events, for the most part. So that's how you give it up. All right, so cool. So all right, well, let's compare how we met each other's family now.
Oh my goodness.
Because I met your family at a park, 4th of July barbecue type thing. You met my extended family, Thanksgiving? Yeah, Thanksgiving at a church. Maybe 2 years ago. So we were super new or newer than now. How do you compare the two?
Well, for one, like you had a winter holiday, and it
Mm-hmm.
wasn't the pandemic, so we didn't have like that. Just
Yeah, in the back of my mind.
yeah. Two, I don't know. You're just it felt a little bit smaller, more intimate, because I feel like as you tell me, like your family, like they always hang out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's the same for mine, but a lot of people didn't show up to the picnic, so I feel like I met more of your family because they showed up more. Um, I was high, so you weren't, so I'm sure that impacted our times. Was I nervous? I was more so in my head because I was like a little high, but it was there. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm high at church. Is this a sin?
Nah.
Nah, it's not a sin.
Nah.
There are some other, I'm sure, other people who are sinners.
People
Bigger
curse in
sinners than
church.
me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, I mean, I think, we did the introductions and stuff. It was cool. I met some of your family already at a wedding, or two weddings, so.
Okay. Oh, yeah, yeah. All right, you did meet some of them. I will say that it's a little different, the two, because this was more so your. This was your extended family, right? This is like your mom's cousins,
Yeah,
your mom's first cousins.
yeah.
My Thanksgiving was my aunts and uncles, right? I have a big immediate family of aunts, uncles, first cousins.
Oh, yeah, that's what I meant.
You don't have that big of a family, but once y'all all get together, right? It's about the same amount of people, so that's why my thing felt, I don't want to say a little bit more intimate, but one, it was inside, um, and like right, we do Fourth of July, we have Bills games, like we are together a lot more. So yeah, you don't have to like, hey, this what's your name, but as far as comparing the two, I did like the park a little better, just because it's outside, people walking around.
Yeah, it's
You're
less
not,
formal.
yeah. You're not, stuck inside. It's nice out. We had our own little chairs. Um, I was walking. I played catch with somebody. It's just so much you can do. We can just walk. It's so much you can do, and then interact with the fam, or just interact with the fam in a more active way than what we were doing.
Yeah, I felt more limited.
Yeah. So like right, once you get down to your table for Thanksgiving, like you kind of
Just
stuck
sit there.
with the people who's at your table. But what we were doing, like we was just walking. Whoever was free to talk to, we was all over the place, not worrying about prayer. Because everybody wanted to eat at this time. Like everybody had their own little food.
Yeah, I don't even know if my family prays, but I know that your family like prays when they eat.
Yeah, we do like a big old prayer.
And I'm like, okay, like I don't know if you all listen to like the church episode, but
yeah. If you didn't, go back and listen to it.
right, if you didn't go back and listen to it, but I'm like, okay, let me blend in with this family. If your family definitely had like, I feel like more pressure in higher states, especially because most of the women were in the kitchen.
And we were so new.
Yeah, and all the men were just out, and I'm just like, well.
If you listen to gender roles, go back. We addressed this in the gender roles episode.
Yeah, I was like, well, it's nothing. Yeah, you're right. It's nothing for me to do, and if you're busy, I'm just kind of just sitting there looking like.
And football was on, so everybody's watching the game.
Yeah.
Right. So I hear what you're saying. So that's why I do like how I met your family a little more. But at the same time, you had conversations, with a couple more people, just because we were at the table and we were forced to talk to each other. Versus at the park, we really weren't. Even though I did end up having some conversation with people, it wasn't forced. So if I didn't want to, I didn't have to talk to anybody. And some other boyfriends that were there, right? They were they were so far away, you wouldn't think they were a part of the same barbecue. No,
Okay.
no shade, no shade, no shade. I'm just saying, no shade, no shade.
No shade, just facts.
All right, so I guess if you had to paint out the perfect picture of, for our listener, right? Because this is what's so great about our show. We go through things, and then we come back, we give game, and hopefully people will learn from us. What do you think would be the ideal way to meet someone's extended family, right? Not just mom, dad, brothers, sisters, like just the whole family. Is the best way to make that go well?
Wear something comfortable
Okay.
and something that coordinates. Like you want to make sure you feel good before you meet other people who you know are judging you because you're judging them. And if you are gonna smoke and drink, just don't overdo it.
Okay. And what type of event do you think it should be?
The summer ones are definitely more fun, less pressure than like the winter holidays. Because it's like, oh, we must be really serious, you know? So I recommend meeting family in the spring or the summer. Kind of stay away in the winter. Like, just do your own family stuff in the winter.
Okay. I agree. I think I like summer. I like a barbecue.
Yeah.
I would want a little bit more icebreaker things to do, just kind of force conversation. Because someone like me, I won't just go spark up conversation. Someone like you will. You don't need that. But just to get everybody together, like just play a quick game. I don't know what type of game it could be. A quick raffle, anything like that. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
No, you don't know because your face looks
I mean,
like you don't know.
I don't think it's realistic, but
Well, why everything is realistic, right? Like we have game night with my family. I'm just saying, just extend it to that. Like I can come up with a game that I could come up with for icebreakers. I mean, I could Google that. I just think that would be ideal, and that's why I said this is the ideal situation, not the realistic one, just theoretical. But I agree with you. I don't think most families don't think of that because they know everybody. Whoever's putting the thing on probably know everybody that coming, and they aren't thinking about icebreakers. But sometimes you gotta think about the guest that's coming. That's all. So that's something I will implement when we lead things. Like, all right, are there any guests coming? And so, how can we make their stay here a little bit more pleasant? All right, perfect. So,
how considerate.
Yeah, you know how I do. I'm crying. So, let's get right to the uncomfortable truth. What is your uncomfortable truth for meeting somebody's family?
I kind of already said it. I just don't overdo like whatever type of stuff you partake in.
Okay, yeah.
That's it. Take it slow. Be mindful. I would say be more observant if you're shy. I feel like people understand that. Like, if you're not usually a talkative person, then don't overextend yourself because, like, you'll wear yourself out.
No, I agree. And that's my uncomfortable truth. Kind of leads into that. Is that meeting families can't be intimidating.
Yeah. I'm happy we're, like, past that, but every time I, like, meet your family, it's, like, a whole new experience, almost.
Yeah, because we don't see them. Like, I see your brother and your mom weekly, pretty much.
Yeah, for me, it's like
like a year go by, and so So I would say families can be intimidating, especially if you have a religious family like I do.
Yeah.
If you have maybe a wealthy family, I don't.
I don't either. So
but families that come from money, they can be some shady. If you got like hood family, like
they can be shady too.
Yeah, right. There's families can be just shady. So just ask your significant other. All right, how do y'all move? So I can be prepared, so I know how I should go. And significant other, just make sure you do everything you can in your power to make sure that your significant other is comfortable. And that's what you did. You make sure I was good. You make sure I had a drink. You made sure to, hey, let's come with me, introduce me. This is my cousin. Hey, Mike, introduce yourself, right? I never felt alone that whole time. And hopefully, I know you felt alone at Thanksgiving when we had first met. And that's something that I've, gotten better with is when we go somewhere that I always got to remember myself. Okay, I'm just not here by myself, even though I don't see my family, once a year, every 2 years, because I live in a different state. I can't get caught up in that excitement and have you at the table. So shout out to everybody that's listening. Learn from my mistakes. Make sure you have a plan for your significant other when y'all go to events. Make sure you make them feel included, because if not,
They'll just go home.
Yeah, well, unless you live in Michigan and
Yeah.
then just be upset.
Or go back to the hotel like, all right, I'm going to just
And
go
you're like,
home.
you didn't. Why did I even come if you were going to be like that?
Yeah.
Exactly. So.
And I feel like if a significant other feels like they should go home, then they should go home. Like, they shouldn't have to suffer through, be by themselves. Yeah, and put on a face like pretending. Like, people work. Their free time is their free time. And if, hey. So we'll see how Labor Day goes when I meet your family again for the umpteenth time.
You can't keep meeting people.
Yes, I can keep meeting people.
Now, Labor Day should be a fun time. Like I said, we're gonna have our chairs. We're gonna be some of my uncles and aunties out there. Like, hey, yo, hand me a Pepsi out the cooler, young blood. I can't wait. I can't wait to call somebody young blood. All right, yeah. You have anything else for the people?
No.
All right, babe, let's get out of here.
But before we go, always remember, it's better to be woke by the uncomfortable truth than rot to sleep with a bed of lies. Talk to you all next week.